I figured I would start my weekend vlog tonight. Why? Look who's here. One out of the two are home.
Oh, that felt really good.
And we are heading into the Amish market. I need to find, if you saw my thing yesterday, I need to find peppermint extract that doesn't have water in it. So we thought we'd come here. It's a half hour till closing. And then Mr. Adam wants to go grab some dinner somewhere. So I'll show you around. Adam's first stop. And score.
Almost. Wow. Really? No. Massachusetts, and it's their local honey. But that's insane.
So while we are out, we just kind of drove around to this house we knew. I don't know if you can really tell from the video, but there are hundreds and hundreds of like lit up balls or ornaments in their trees. It's really, really cool looking. So we are not going out to grab a bite to eat because the two places that Adam wanted to go, the wait is about 45 minutes, which doesn't surprise me on a Friday night before Christmas, on a Friday night in general. So we just got a pizza to take out. So we're just kind of killing time, driving around, looking at some lights while we're waiting for the text that our pizza is done. Well, I went to make my peppermint bark. I was so excited because I got the extract. They must have changed the formula of the extract, the amount of alcohol that's in it, because the chocolate seized right up. And alcohol will do that too, but it never did it before with this brand, so lost a bag of chocolate there. So I just ordered some food grade peppermint oil on Amazon. It is nothing but oil. So we're gonna try that because I need to make this. It'll be here Sunday. So I'll make it Sunday or Monday. Right? It was worth a try. We'll see what happens. So on to making my gingerbread house. Gingerbread coop. And there it is, all done, taking its place with Andrew's gingerbread house and Adam and Grace's gingerbread house. So it turned out really good. I'm happy with it. It was a lot of fun. Thanks again, Jason from The Average J, for my gift. Good morning, my friends. It is Saturday morning, and I know it's dark, but this is my favorite thing during the holidays. The whole house is still dark, and the only thing on are the Christmas trees and all the lights. And I just love that. I love just coming down and sitting in the dark. Those lights are bright. Sitting in the dark and reading my devotional, doing my prayers in the dark, or just sitting here scrolling on Facebook in the dark. That's what I love. And that's one of the reasons I like getting up early. Another reason is we have a very busy day today. We are both up. I'm a little shocked that Doug's up and out of bed, but we have to get our act together, and today is the day that, I told you before, I belong to the St. Vincent de Paul Society at church, and that's the group that helps people who need a hand. And today's the day we deliver the Christmas food baskets and all the Christmas gifts that we collected. And that's at 9 o'clock. But before that, at like 8, a little after 8, we do the blessing of the food and gifts. One of the deacons comes over and we have a little prayer service, and he blesses the food and the recipients, of course, and things like that. So we're going to be there for that. And then we're going to go to 8:30 daily mass and then start delivering at 9. So what else? So after we're done that, I will probably only have 3 families to deliver to because there's so much to fit in the car. It's not like Thanksgiving where it's just, where it's just the food boxes and we can put a lot in the van. We'll have bags of gifts and everything. So we'll probably only have 3 families. I need to go to the deli and get deli meat because tomorrow is Sandwich Sunday. So we need to make sandwiches and deliver those to church tomorrow. So the outreach group can take them and distribute them on the street to the shelters and stuff. And what else? And I need to go buy a gift card. So I might do that today while I'm out. And then once I'm home, I need to make a pot of soup because that's what's for dinner tonight. And I want to get that made so when we get home tonight from church, Doug has to sing solo at church tonight. I cannot stop yawning. I am so sorry. It's so rude of me. Once we get home, like the soup and the bread will just be ready and we can just have dinner right away. I'm not sure what we're doing tonight. Maybe we'll play a game, watch another Christmas movie. We watched Home Alone 2 last night. Maybe we'll watch another Christmas movie. Tomorrow we will, I think Adam wants to wrap and Adam needs help wrapping. And I think I want to do some more baking. So I don't know. It's going to be a fun weekend and I will definitely take you along. But right now Doug is in there making coffee and tea and I'm going to go give him a hand and then just sit here in the dark and enjoy the peace for a little bit. Everything is so incredibly organized. All the gifts are bagged and the families are numbered. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, things like that. These are all more likely the seniors and the single people because there's only 1 bag of each. The families are over on the other side and they've got lots of bags. Yeah, see, here's one. And then all the food is boxed up. And then out in the foyerway, we have the bags of all the produce. And then out in the parking lot, we have the fresh, the dairy and things like that. And the turkeys and the hams and the butter and the eggs and all that. And we just load it all up on the carts. And it runs pretty smoothly. It's pretty good, actually. We get index cards with our families on them, and yeah, it works pretty good. I don't know, you can't see, but the presents are lined all the way around the hall, like all the way. So it's a great feeling. We are loaded to the gills. We've got our food. We've got our produce, we've got our dairy, we've got all that stuff, our hams, and we are ready to go deliver. We have 6 families that we are delivering to today. We are all done. It only took us an hour. We had 6 families. The woman that organizes all of this, like we get cards with names and addresses on it, and they're in groups of 3. She is so good about putting, like, really researching where the homes are and putting them in, like, groupings. like we had 3 families all in the same like apartment complex. It was great because it was like, 129, 133, like it was perfect. Like it was just boom, boom, boom. So that was a really quick delivery. And then we had, we always say, like, there's some older people who do deliveries. I know, we're old too, but we're some of the younger old people. So, I always tell her, give us the ones that you have to drive a little further for, or, give us the ones that might have more packages that are heavy, because, we don't mind that. So, but yeah, we are done. I need to run. I'm not thrilled about this, but I do need to go to the mall on a Saturday before Christmas. I need to get a gift card for Doug's mother. And it's not the kind of gift card you can, you can buy gift cards at the grocery store and like Dollar General and all that. It's a specific department store gift card, so we can't get it there. We have to get it at the department store. So it shouldn't be too bad. I am just going to run in, get the gift card, and hightail it out of there. So that's the plan. Adam was going to come with us this morning. I'm really glad he didn't, because there wouldn't have been room for him to sit, because we have all the seats down. And yeah, so glad he didn't come with us. I think he was just completely mentally drained from finals and everything. He was actually still sleeping when we left the house at 10 of 8 this morning. He did text me. He's up now. He's doing laundry, so I have to do laundry. Oh my goodness. Like, we're going to run out of clothes. I have to do laundry. But I say that. No, we're not. I just got done telling Doug and texting with Kim. This is such a humbling experience. You forget how lucky and how blessed you are. There's a fine line between needs and wants. And, I said to Doug, we have no needs. We have a roof over our heads. We have clothes on our back. We have food on our table. Our house is warm in the winter and cool in the summer. We have our first world problems. Right now we're looking for used cars because our kids need cars. If that's the only kind of problem that I have right now, pretty darn lucky. The first house that we delivered to it hit me hard. So, yeah. Breakfast is a Western omelet minus the onions, home fries, and some toast. Okay, that was quick, easy, and painless, and I couldn't believe it. We go into Boscov's. I go right to the first register that we see, because, all the registers sell gift cards. Picked out a gift card, waited in line, not a long line, got up there, and I said, I want a gift card, and she's like, are you looking for the 15% offer? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. She said, oh, today only, all gift cards are 15% off. I'm like, oh, what? A gift card on sale? She's like, but you have to go to the specific register. I'm like, oh, she goes, see that big sign? You have to go over there. Oh, for 15%, I'll go wait in another line. So we did. Actually, the line was a little bit long. I tried on a couple sweaters while I was waiting in line, but they got the veto from Doug. He didn't like them. No, he was being honest. He said they made me look wide. We don't want to look wide. So, got the gift card on sale. Like, how cool is that? Then went out into the mall. I'm playing with my mask. Went out into the mall and got Andrew's shoes. I thought I was done, my children. But their piles were not even. Yes, I know. First world problems. So now I am done, my children. And that's it. I'm done. Done my mother-in-law and done my children. And I just have to print out my brother-in-law's. We renewed his membership to the Philadelphia Museum of Art. So I just have to print out like a little certificate or something letting him know that. And yay! So now, in the meantime of all this, I got a text from a neighbor asking if either of the boys were home and if they wanted to earn some money. She needed food, catered food picked up a couple towns over, several towns over. I said, well, Adam's home, but the car situation, she's like, oh my gosh, I forgot about the car situation. I said, look, we're already halfway there. I said, what do you need picked up? So we are heading to pick up my neighbor's catering order. And she's so concerned. She's like, but you have to pay cash, and I have the cash here. I'm like, we will pay for it and just get the cash from you. It is fine. You're my neighbor. What are you going to do? Not pay me? If you don't want to pay me, I have a lot of good food for the next couple days. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, she's so concerned about that. I'm like, it's all good, Carrie. It's all good. So we are heading to pick up Carrie's catering order for her party tonight. And then we're getting home, and I'm going to get my soup made and probably help Adam with some wrapping, I guess. He's funny. He called me. He's like, I went out and collected eggs, and I broke one. Like, it's fine. It's just an egg, buddy. So he's funny. You know, the boys pretend to, like, you know, not like the chickens, and oh, you're crazy, Mom. But it's so funny because Adam's like, Mom, I'm going to go collect the eggs for you. He texts me. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. Like, they can stay. No, I'm going to go get them. I think they secretly like the chickens. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Because they ask about them. Adam more than Andrew. I think Andrew's afraid of the chickens. Andrew's afraid of birds, just like his mama was. So anyway, we are going to head to Scarpinado's and pick up Carrie's food and then get home and get the soup started. I think I'm going to, it's a lot of chopping involved. It's Maryland crab soup. We have to chop all kind of stuff. So I think I might put the family on chopping duty. We'll see. I am totally full from breakfast, but my Lord, does my car smell good right now. Holy mackerel. I've got 100 chicken cutlets in here, roast beef, salad, bread pudding, and something else. Oh, Marcella, chicken Marcella and stromboli. Oh boy, does it smell good in here. So apparently this place, I've never been to it, on the weekends they have $1 chicken cutlets. The minimum order is 25 and you have to order them in 25 count increments, but that is dirt cheap. The girl said they've done 12,000 today. 12,000 chicken cutlets for pickup. They're closed next weekend because of Christmas, so I guess everybody is probably buying today and will freeze and then reheat next weekend for their Christmas celebrations. I wish I knew, because I would have so bought some. I would have so bought some and did that for our like Christmas Eve appetizers. Oh my gosh, I'm like bummed that I didn't know about this. What'd you say?
The car made a turn. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Oh, so like totally bummed that I didn't know about this, because that would have made a great part of our appetizer for Christmas Eve.
We only need 25.
But, huh?
We only need 25 of them. Oh, we can always freeze them.
You can always freeze them.
Yeah, you're right.
And use them Christmas Day, and use them the day after Christmas, because we have a 3-day celebration. True story?
True story.
True story. Now, the weekend after, or no, maybe they're closed the weekend after that, too. Yeah, probably for New Year's. So I'm definitely going to keep this in mind, though, for when we have stuff going on. Nice to know. But yeah, so all that is in the car, and it smells so good. So good. So we are going to go deliver that, and then I got to get home and get this soup started, because we're going to have to get ready to go to church. So busy day. A little busier than we anticipated, but that's okay. Like I said, the mall went well. I walked right in, got Andrew's shoes. Boom. I could not believe it that they had his size and everything. So we were in and out of there quickly. So I'm going to make the whole family start chopping. Adam just got home from his run. I should make him start chopping now, but I'll let him shower first.
I actually got out on the 17th. Merry Christmas, Mom.
Do you think some little girl is happy to see her, Andrew? Oh my goodness, she hasn't moved since he sat down. Okay, got dinner made before we are heading out the door to church. It is Maryland crab soup. I did not have time to make bread, so we're just going to buy a loaf of French bread at the store. Okay, so while we are waiting for our soup, we just got home from church. While we're waiting for the soup to heat up and finish simmering, we are making sandwiches for Sandwich Sunday. If you're new here, Sandwich Sunday is something that's done at church. It's usually on the third, is it the third Sunday? Or is it the fourth? No, it's usually the fourth Sunday. But because of the holiday, it's the third Sunday, where volunteers make meat and cheese sandwiches. We deliver them to the church, and then there's a group that goes out and delivers them to the homeless on the street, to shelters, and places like that. So we are making turkey and cheese sandwiches. And we are also having a discussion on how to cut the said sandwiches. Because somebody, Andrew,
Yes.
likes them cut into
Triangles, which they deserve to be cut into triangles. People deserve to have the right to be able to take a sandwich, cut it in a triangle, because the triangle fits perfectly when you eat a sandwich. You can't eat a sandwich like a rectangle. It just doesn't work like that.
He's 22 and almost done college, by the way.
But how does Adam like his sandwiches cut?
Rectangles like a normal human.
No. The triangle is where it's at.
So-
The triangle is far superior.
We are cutting the sandwiches, half of them into triangles and half of them into rectangles. Why? Because I have 5-year-olds living in my house.
Okay, wait.
Personally, I agree with Andrew. I like triangles.
You see?
Okay, I gotta say I like triangles too. So.
You're in the minority here.
You lose.
So we're gonna get these done and have dinner, and then I'm gonna get some candy made and some cookies made, and we're gonna watch some TV and just have a good old time. And that light puts a horrible on here, but oh well. Okay. So while the guys are finishing up the sandwiches, I am working on some more candy. I made some the other day with the babies. You can make this a bunch of different ways. I have Snaps pretzels, and then for this batch, I have a Rolo on top of each one. I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 175 degrees for 5 minutes, pull it out, and then I'm going to press down a whole pecan or a pecan half in it, and it makes like a little turtle. You can also press down an M&M in it, and it just makes like a whole chocolate candy. And instead of using Rolos, you can use either a Hershey Kiss or a Hershey Hug and push down the M&M in them. They're adorable. They're really cute. So it's just a quick and easy candy that everyone loves, and they really go nice on a cookie tray. Okay, sandwiches are all done. The candy is in the refrigerator hardening, and dinner's about 10 minutes away. So while we're waiting, I am going to start Andrew's chocolate chips. They would have been done for him if I knew he was coming home today, but we're going to get those started right now. Okay, finally sitting down to our dinner, and it is Maryland crab soup. Now, this used to be 0 points for me, but now I have to count the peas and the carrot, or the peas and the corn. So it is 2 points for this bowl of soup, which I still think is a great deal. We also have some bread. 2 ounces of that, I believe, is 4 points, but 2 ounces is a lot. So that is dinner tonight. And as soon as I'm done, we're gonna watch some shows and continue making our cookies. Mama's heart is happy. We got everybody hanging out, watching Harry Potter Tournament of Houses.
Who do you want to answer it and why?
We're going to go with Dave.
Good Sunday morning, friends. It is a cold and wet Sunday morning, and I have no hands to open the door now. There we go. Just went out and woke up the chicken. Well, they were wide awake. Just went out and let the chickens out of the coop. Gave them their water, uncapped their food. A little bit late this morning. It's 7:30 already. They were busy already this morning. Everybody here is still in bed, which is nice. Doug has a sore throat, so I hope he rests today. He has a little bit of Adam had a cold over Thanksgiving. I thought we dodged the bullet. And I think we did as far as that goes. I know it's dark in here, but I like it dark in the morning and just the Christmas lights on. All the babies have had colds for the last week, so I think it's finally catching up with me and Doug. I told him if he is, I have to put the light on. If he is not any better by probably Wednesday, I'm gonna have him go COVID test. I doubt very much that's what it is, but better safe than sorry with the holiday coming up. He says it's just post-nasal drip from his nose running a little bit. And we're all run down. And like I said, the babies have been sick like crazy. They all had bronchitis because they all went to the doctors and they were all tested. So, yeah, it's just the time of year. So everybody's still in bed, so I am going to get started on a few things nice and early. We're going to have guacamole toast with poached eggs for breakfast. So I'm going to get the guacamole made. I'm going to get coffee made and tea made. And then I'm going to get started, if everybody's still in bed, I'm going to get started on what I want to do today. Like my baking and stuff. I want to make dog biscuits. I got to get that done. So I want to get that done today. That's so quick and easy. I'll probably make a double batch. So we have a lot of dogs in our family. What else is on my to-do list? Oh, we have to run over to the church at 10:30 to drop off the sandwiches for Sandwich Sunday. I want to make some hot cocoa bombs. I need to make zucchini cupcakes for Soup and Scripture tomorrow night. Adam needs to wrap his gifts. He'll need a little bit of help with that. I think I want to make some fudge, and we need to fill him a tag. So, a lot going on in the JPP household today, which is good. I need some tea, though, to get me started, I think, because you can hear I'm a little scratchy, too. So, what else? I guess that's about it. Just busy all week. All week's going to be busy because it's that time of year, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the busyness. I'm grateful for the gatherings and, you know, all that fun stuff. So that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So I will be back. I'll link up in the iCards and down below the video, the dog biscuit, homemade dog biscuit video. It was in my homemade DIY gift series from last year, which I had every intention of doing this year. And boy, time got away from me this year. I just felt like the time leading up to Christmas was so short this year. I know it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go get this started, and I need some tea. Let's see what kind of tea we have today. Today is the 19th. Ooh, orange spice. I am definitely using this morning. That definitely sounds like a lovely blend. Black tea, natural spice flavor, orange peels, cinnamon bark, ginger root, cardamom, and cloves. So that is going to be our tea today. And let's see our little message for day 19. He is the exact representation of my being. He came to demonstrate that I am for you, not against you. Every day there's a tea and a little message. Then we turn the box around and put it in. So thank you again, Donna. I am absolutely loving my tea advent calendar. Okay, before I get started with anything, this needs to be tackled first. Yeah, see, the kids come home and bring stuff and throw it in here, and it's a hot mess. So we're gonna get this cleaned out. Okay, so much better. Everything that needed to go is gone, and things are a little bit more organized. And now, before I start on all of my baking stuff, I am going to get breakfast because 2 out of the 3 men of the house are awake. Okay, taking a break in the Christmas preparations to have some breakfast. I have 2 slices of homemade bread. They are 2 points apiece, so that's 4 points. I have 2 tablespoons of homemade guacamole for 1 point and 2 poached eggs for 0 points. Okay, breakfast is all cleaned up. My sheets are changed. Upstairs is being vacuumed right now. I am starting on the fudge. So in this pot, I just have 3 cups of chocolate chips. I have 2 cups of semi-sweet and 1 cup of milk chocolate and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And I am just melting it all together over a medium-low heat. Oh, there's also a dash of salt in there. It cannot get any easier than this. I used to make fudge like completely from scratch. Those days are over because honestly, this tastes delicious. So I'll show you what I do after this is all melted. It melts super quick, so just make sure you have it really low and you're stirring it constantly. Once it's melted and smooth, you're just going to take it off the heat, add a teaspoon of vanilla, then I'm going to add a cup of chopped walnuts to this. So I just looked at my vanilla and there's water in there. I'm not putting it in there. It's going vanilla-less. I'm just going to put the nuts in. So I spread out my fudge in an 8x8 baking dish. I prefer a 9x9, but I couldn't find my 9x9. I lined it with foil and just put a thin coating of like butter on it so it wouldn't stick. Put the fudge in, smoothed it out, and now I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours or until it's very firm. And then take it out and we'll cut it up later. I'll show you that when we do it. You can take this recipe and do whatever you want to it. You can put peanut butter in it. You can put marshmallows and nuts and make it a rocky road. You can do some peppermint oil and make it peppermint. It's pretty much, you know, you can do whatever you want with it. So there is my fudge going in the freezer. On to the next thing. Okay, we've got dog biscuits in the bottom oven, dog biscuits in the top oven. So that is one whole recipe. Now we're going to get started on another batch. But while we're doing that, this guy is working on his wrapping. My kids have a lot of life skills. They're really, really good. They can cook, they can do laundry, they can do pretty much anything. This is where I have failed as a mother. You need tissue paper in that.
I'm doing it on top.
No, that's not how we do it. Definitely failed as a mother with the gift wrapping. I need to go. I definitely need. I need to go help out here. Okay, taking a break in our busy day of baking and wrapping and all this fun stuff to bring you a little comedic relief. Andrew has a couple Christmas jokes for you. Okay, wait, I can't be this tall.
Yeah, okay. So how much did it cost for Santa to park his sleigh? Nothing. It was on the house.
I think he has one more for you, folks.
What kind of motorbike is on Santa's wish list? A Harley Davidson.
Andrew, not even a dad is the king of the dad jokes, but I thought they were really cute and I thought you guys would like them. We're having a good day here. We're having fun, except for Doug. Doug has a sore throat. He has a lot of postnasal drip. I told you the babies were all sick the last week and they're kind of sharing their cold, but he's out there cleaning the chicken coop. I told him not to do it because it's damp out. I said one of the boys can do it. But you know, well, they don't know how to do it. Like, I'm like, well, teach them. It's not hard to muck out a chicken coop. But you can let her out.
Okay, all right.
So he wanted to do it. So he's out there doing that. I think he's done now. I have some throat coat waiting for him, some throat coat tea. when he comes in. Adam is still back there wrapping. How's it going, buddy?
No bueno. I still got laundry out of
I think I'm going to go help him. Maybe Andrew can help him. And Andrew's working on laundry, and my biscuits are done. So lots of stuff going on here. And this mama's heart is so happy that there's Christmas bustling and all the ducks are in the pond. So we found out why Aria was just going absolutely ballistic at the back door. I don't know if I told you. Remember I told you we couldn't let Aria out around the chickens because she wasn't very nice to them? Well, we've been working with her and training her, and now she can totally be among the chickens, and she ignores them, they ignore her. I would never leave her out there unattended with them, but like, she doesn't have to be on a leash or anything now. It's wonderful. But she was going ballistic at the back door. The chickens are out in the yard. Doug's out there with them. Because she saw, we don't know how she saw it, from the inside she saw a hawk. She flew out there and went ballistic at the sky, barking and running and everything because she saw a hawk. She was protecting the chickens. Like, that is so stinking cool to us. I mean, she has zero livestock guardian dog in her, but I guess she just knows what to do, and she did it, and it was awesome. So, I mean, I don't think the hawks would come with Doug right there with the chickens, but you never know. This is why we don't let them free range unattended. So anyway, that's that. Very proud of my girl. So needless to say, she got a couple treats. I am feeling like the Energizer Bunny today. All the dog biscuits are done, double batch. Adam's wrapping is done. It was painful to watch, but it's done, and he did it, and you know what? It's okay. It's a life skill. He'll get better at it. And I just made another batch of dough for the white chip orange cream cookies, Doug's favorite cookies, because we gave all the ones away that I made. So I made another batch so he would have some here. And they'll be gone because we'll use them Christmas Eve, we'll use them Christmas Day, and we'll use them the day after Christmas. So luckily they'll all probably be gone. So the first 2 trays are in the ovens. I thank God for my double oven this time of year. It is nice. So I have 2 batches in the oven right now. And I think I still need to make some hot cocoa bombs today. I don't think I'm gonna make my cupcakes today. I told you I've been baking dessert for Soup and Scripture, and I wanna make some zucchini cupcakes with caramel icing for this week. I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and make them. I only have 2 kids tomorrow, and they're my super nappers. So I think I may actually make the cupcakes before they even get here, because they don't get here until like 8 o'clock. So, I mean, that's, you know, I have plenty of time to make them before 8 a.m. So I think I'll make the cupcakes tomorrow morning, and then make the caramel frosting and frost them while they're napping. That way they'll be nice and fresh, because I was going to do it today. See, it helps me to talk through this with you guys. But I do want to make some cocoa bombs, I think, right now. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get started on dinner. We're having chicken divan. Adam, I didn't know Andrew was going to be home, so I'm trying to make Adam's favorites, which Andrew likes it too, so it's all good. But I want to get that started and just get the casserole made so I can pop that in the oven when we are ready. Doug has choir practice tonight, sort of. We're still not doing choirs at church because our choir area is very small and they just don't feel like it's a good idea. But there's 6 of them that are going to sing on Christmas Eve at 8 o'clock Mass. So they just have one quick rehearsal tonight. They know it's Christmas carols. They've been singing them together for years. So they're going to do that. He has that from 6 to 8 tonight. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with dinner time. Maybe I'll try to get it done early. I said I wanted to make the hot cocoa bombs. I have a few things to wrap, so we didn't clean up completely from that. I just have a couple little things, and Amazon was supposed to be here between 2:15 and 5:15, but they changed it to 3:30 to 5:30 because there's something in there I need to wrap. But yeah, I just feel like the little Energizer bunny. I'm waiting until, if I sit down, I'm toast. So I'm just not going to sit down. And I haven't even had that much caffeine today. And I'm like, but I had a good night's sleep. So I guess that's why. And I just feel like, you know, pushing through and getting it all done. So I can breathe a little bit. Because really next week I need to start making food. I need to make both soups for Christmas Day. I'm going to make the bread dough tomorrow, or the roll dough tomorrow, and freeze it like I did for Thanksgiving. And what else? I really want to pin down the Christmas Eve menu. We're just doing appetizers, but I just want to pin down exactly. Like I'm doing a charcuterie. We bought Doug's Knights of Columbus group had a crab cake sale, and they're like a local crab cake. And one of the things they were also selling were these little crab bites. You just put them in the oven. They're fully cooked. You put them in the oven, you heat them up. So I bought a bag of those. I thought they'd be good for Christmas Eve also, or just to have for the holidays. It's nothing I would normally buy, but it was a fundraiser, and I thought, good for the holidays. So I have those. They're definitely for Christmas Eve. The charcuterie board, and I think I want to make some sausage dip. Something my sister-in-law makes that's really good. I'm not going to make a ton of food because it's going to be late. So just a little bit, little pickies. So that's all for next week. So yeah, getting it done. I love this. Like, this is not stressful to me. This is fun to me. And then like the week after will just be nothing but relaxation. So I love it. I love being in the kitchen. I love making stuff. I love feeding people and making them happy. So yeah, it's all good. So I'm going to go and I think get the Instant Pot out. I'm going to cook my chicken right in the Instant Pot so it's done, and dust it. And then I'll have the Instant Pot out to make my brown rice. Okay, the fudge is all set, so I'm just cutting it up into little tiny pieces because that's all you need is a little tiny piece. I'm just going to store it in something in the refrigerator, and then it'll go out on cookie trays and things like that. Maybe bag some up, make some gifts out of it. Not sure yet, but it'll definitely get used. Not by me. And the cookies are almost done. The last batch is in the oven. That one's waiting to come off the tray. That is the last batch of dog biscuits. So we have had a very, very, very productive day. You can see dishes in the sink, dinner in the Instant Pot, hot chocolate palms going. So it's been crazy, but it's all good. Okay, made a couple hot chocolate bombs, but really wasn't feeling that tonight. So moving on to the peppermint bark. I melted 2 cups of chocolate, and once it was melted, I added 3/4 teaspoon of peppermint oil. I finally got my food grade peppermint oil. No water in it whatsoever. Did not seize the chocolate. But 3/4 teaspoon may have been a little too much because it's so concentrated, unlike extract. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of extract. So I cut it down to 3/4 teaspoon of peppermint oil. Might be a little much. We'll see when it's done. But anyway, I spread it out onto my parchment paper. And now I'm going to pop it in the freezer for about 6 to 7 minutes. And then when that's hardened, I'm going to melt my white chocolate, spread that right on top, and sprinkle it with crushed up candy canes. Okay, the last project of the night is saltine toffee. I have a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper, and I have 40 saltines lined up on there. And then here I have 1 cup of melted butter. I know, not Weight Watcher friendly. These are for little gifts, not for us. I am melting the 1 cup of butter in the saucepan. I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar, bring it to a boil, and let it boil for 3 minutes. Then we're going to dump it over top of the saltines. We are letting it boil for 3 minutes. I'm doing this while the chocolate is in the freezer for the peppermint bark. I'm just trying to get done. So I'm combining candies here. It's almost done, about another minute. Okay, bad lighting. So now I am just going to take this and spread it all over the saltines until it is nice and even. Because I'm doing 20 things at once, I forgot to show you. After I spread the caramel over the saltines, you pop it in a 400-degree oven for 4 to 6 minutes. And then when you take it out, we're just gonna sprinkle the chocolate on top and let it melt. Let it just sit there, it will start to melt. When it melts, we're just gonna smooth it out and I'm gonna sprinkle pecans on the top. I'll try to show you. Okay, while the toffee's baking, we're gonna finish up the peppermint bark. So I just melted the white chocolate, just like I did the milk chocolate. We're gonna put this on and we're gonna smooth it out right on top of the milk chocolate. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, try to get it as close as you can to the edges. This is so easy to make. Now you have to be quick because it melts. Then I've got my crushed up candy canes. Did I say it melts? I didn't mean that. I meant it gets hard quick because of the cold chocolate. I'm just gonna sprinkle these all over the top, press them in. That's why you have to work really quick. And then we're gonna put them back in the freezer until it's totally hardened, which it pretty much is. We'll see how much of this sticks on there. Not a whole lot. We might have to pop this in the oven and press it down. We'll see. Okay, now, toffee's out of the oven. I'm gonna sprinkle my chocolate on it. You can use chocolate chips. I just have a lot of these Wilbur wafers. Wilbur's really good chocolate, I like it. We're just gonna put these on top and they're gonna start melting. Try to go as evenly as you can. Now I have a bit of a conglomeration here. I had a little issue, we won't even talk about that. These are a little bit melty already. We're just gonna sprinkle them on the top. And we're gonna let this sit. And what's gonna happen is the heat from the caramel on the toffee is going to melt the chocolate. If you are impatient, you can throw it back in the oven for a minute or so. You can turn your oven off and just the residual heat from cooking this will melt it. But I'm going to try to show some patience. Not easy for me. Okay, I'm gonna let it sit and we'll be right back. So it's starting to melt a little. So I'm just gonna take my little offset spatula here and start spreading it out. And you just wanna spread a nice, thin, even layer. Now at this point, you can be done. Or if you want, you can put some chopped nuts on there. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use some pecans. If I had some of those little Heath crunchy bit things that you buy with the chocolate chips, I'd 100% be using that. Because to me, more toffee is even better. But I don't have any, so we're just gonna use pecans. Just make sure it's all melted. You don't want any chunks. Okay. And now we're gonna sprinkle our chopped pecans on top. And then we're just gonna let it sit until it's hard. You can put it in the freezer, you can put it in the fridge, you can let it sit on the counter, whatever you wanna do. I'm going to probably pop it in the fridge only because I just wanna get done. You have to let it cool completely. Do not try to break it apart if it is not completely cool because it will not work. Might as well use all these, right? Just gonna give them a little pat down to make sure they stick into the chocolate. There you go. We are gonna pop this into the fridge and let it get hard. Well, friends, I am toast. The peppermint bark is still chilling, as is the toffee, so I am not going to get to showing you that tonight, but you just break it up when it's cool. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I forgot to show you my dinner. We had the chicken divan tonight. Honestly, I've been picking all day. I've been picking at chocolate, melting chocolate. I've been picking at, what else did I pick at? I had 2 cookies. I only had a tiny bit of dinner because I've been picking all day. It was not a good day. I'm usually much stronger than this. Not today. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow, nothing is going in this pie hole that shouldn't. I'm trying to think what we have tomorrow. Tomorrow is a crazy day. This whole week is insane. So, yeah. And I missed Vlogmas yesterday. I had intended to film, and then it just was a crazy day. All you saw, we were nuts. So this is Vlogmas day 18 and 19 because it spanned 2 days, right? It counts. It counts. Hopefully I will be back tomorrow with kind of a full day of eating, but not sure I'm having dinner. So it is what it is. Tomorrow I have to make the zucchini cupcakes. I have 2 babies. Yeah, getting it all done. I want to wrap 3 presents that just came today and get this edited and get this uploaded. So, thanks for spending this crazy busy weekend. I don't think I left the kitchen today, but that's okay because that's what I love. So, thanks for spending the weekend with me, us. I'll be back tomorrow and Tuesday tag with all 4 of us. It got a little crazy. So yeah, I'm excited. Christmas is coming.